Om Shanti, 21st November 1981. Today, Bap Dada, who is always the cooperative companion of the children, is relating an entertaining conversation of Bap and Dada to his cooperative children who are his constant companions. All of you are entertaining, are you not? Therefore, Baba too relates entertaining things to such children. Today, a very large, beautiful, alaukic and significant looking tree emerged in front of Bap Dada. The tree was very beautiful and it had many branches, some small and some large, some thin and some thick. However, there were various very beautiful colorful birds on that tree. Each of them was sitting on its own branch. Because of the birds, the tree looked very beautiful. Some birds would come fly and sit on Bap Dada's fingers. Some would come and sit on Baba's shoulders, and some just continued to circle around. Some just sat at a distance and met Baba through their eyes and remained happy with just that. They were happy just to observe the pleasure the other birds had meeting Baba. They themselves didn't come close. Seeing such a scene, Brahma Baba smiled, clapped, and began to call all the birds to him. Baba very sweetly invited all the birds to come. He said, "Come children, come children." Even then those birds wouldn't come. Although they had wings and were flapping those wings, they were still clutching onto the branches so tightly with their claws that they were unable to fly and come closer. What happened then? Even though they wanted to, they weren't able to fly. They began to call out with a lot of love. "Baba, Baba." Then they said something. What would they have said? They said, "Make us fly, make us fly." And then they said, "Free us, free us." Bap Dada said, instead of saying free us, just let go and become free. However, amongst those birds there were some who were very clever, but others who were weak. Although they too wanted to experience the father's company, they didn't want to let go of the branch. The clever birds wanted to do both. The weak and innocent birds wanted to become free, but they didn't know the way to attain their freedom. The innocent ones, in their innocence, didn't even realize that they had to let go. Seeing these birds, Bap Dada repeatedly told them to let go and become free. However, the birds continued to chatter in their own language. Bap Dada showed them what to do, and yet they would let go of the branch a little and still clutch on it again. This is why they continued to call out. Although they continued to speak, they were unable to become flying birds. They were unable to experience having a close meeting with the Father and tour the world. That is, they were unable to do the tour of unlimited world service. Now each of you can ask yourself where you were. Were you on a branch or on Baba's shoulders? Or were you dancing on his fingers? Or were you flying around Baba? Do you know yourself? Ask yourself to what extent you have made the lesson of let go and become free firm for yourself. Do you always remember the lesson, let go and become free? Or is it that you can become free when others let go? Or is it that you can only become free when Baba frees you? You don't imbibe this lesson in that way, do you? You are not clutching onto any type of branch with the foot of your intellect, are you? You haven't perched down on a branch just because of some old sanskars or your nature, or because you lack a particular power or because of being weak, have you? Do you put this lesson, let go and become free, into practice in every situation? It was this lesson that made Brahma Baba became number one. He let go from the beginning and therefore he became free. He never thought that he would only become free if his companions or his relatives freed him. He never thought that he would only become free when those who were created obstacles stopped during doing that, or that he would become free when the various circumstances changed. Did he ever think that he himself constantly make this lesson firm? Do you follow the Father in the same way? This is known as the one who takes the initiative is Arjuna. Therefore, he became Arjuna, did he not? He came very close to the Father. He became equal and combined. You also say that Bap and Dada are combined. Do you not? Therefore, have you become like them? Or are you sometimes one thing and sometimes something else? Like this electricity. The lights were continuously going out. You don't sometimes play the game of letting go by yourself, and at other times only becoming free when others let go, do you? These lights going is also a game, is it not? Sometimes to come on and sometimes to go out is also a game. You don't play such games, do you? Which do you prefer, when something is constant or when it keeps on coming and going? Therefore, in every aspect, whether in transformation of your nature or sanskar, or in coming into relationship with one another, or in overcoming obstacles, what lesson do you have to make firm? When you yourself let go, you can become free. The circumstances are not going to let go of you. You yourself have to let go and become free. Even if other souls come into conflict with you, you must remember that you will only become free when you let go. Don't think that when the other person stops creating conflict, you will become free. No. If you believe that you can only become free when that person let go, then when that conflict ends, another one will start. For how long are you going to keep waiting for the other person to let go so that you can become free? Obstacles of Maya and test papers in your study will continue to come in different forms from time to time. Therefore, it is that you pass if you study, or do you only pass if the teacher gives you an easy paper? What do you have to do? Is it correct to say that you will pass when you study well? Similarly, here too, you have to pass in every situation. Don't think that so and so has to pass. Don't think that such and such a situation has to end. Understand that you yourself have to pass. This is known as becoming free by letting go. Do not wait for anything, but prepare yourself. You are a bird. You have wings. You are very beautiful. You are sitting on the Father's tree. That is, you belong to the Brahman family. However, there is the weakness of seeing any type of your own or someone else's sanskars or nature. You are not independent in your efforts. You become dependent. There is attachment to a person or object. You lack a particular virtue or power. All of these are the various branches. So, you are not perched on one of these branches. Clutching on, are you? If you hold on to any branch, then you are unable to have an experience of the closeness of constantly dancing on Father's fingers, of constantly moving along with the support of the finger of Shrimad. You won't be able to cooperate in every task of the Father's. That is, you won't be able to dance on his shoulders. One is to be constantly cooperative, and the other is to sometimes become cooperative and at other times become separated from the Father. That is Viyogi. Why is it that instead of cooperating, you become separated from the Father? It is because you are clutching on to one of those branches. Sometimes you become tired with yourself, and sometimes you become tired of others. Sometimes you become tired of service. So you keep clutching onto that branch and crying out, "Now free me, free me." You yourself are clutching onto it and you are asking the Father to free you. Why should he do this? This is why Baba constantly shows you ways to free yourself. You yourself have to let go. When you yourself do something, you receive the reward of that. If the Father were to do it for you too, then who would receive the reward? Is it that the Father does it for you and you receive the reward? This is why Baba becomes Karavanhar and makes you an instrument. Therefore, all of you in Maharashtra and Rajasthan are very beautiful birds, are you not? There are beautiful birds here from Bombay too, are there not? And in Rajasthan, all of you are the beautiful birds who belong to the Father, birds with wings. But now check whether you are birds clutching onto a branch or flying birds. No matter how much one tries to make some fly, they still have the habit of returning and settling down again on it. To become influenced by anything means to clutch onto that branch with your foot. It is when you forget the mantra that disciplines the mind that you become influenced. So who are the birds of Maharashtra? Flying birds? Which kind of birds are the whole of the Maharashtra group? Are you flying birds or birds clutching onto a branch? And what type of birds have come from Rajasthan? Is it let go and become free? Or is it you have already let go and become free? When you become tired, you clutch onto a branch. The birds of Rajasthan are very beautiful and very famous. You are the dancing birds, are you not? You don't become influenced by anyone, do you? To the birds who simply fly around means to be those who have many thoughts such as, I will do this, this will happen, I will show them this, I will think about this, etc. Some ones are constantly making plans for the future. These are the birds who simply circle around. So, which group have you brought? Whom have you brought from Bombay? Which group have you brought from Rajasthan? Because all of you belong to the Father, you are all beautiful anyway. To become a Brahmin means to become colored. You have been colored and you have also received wings. However, it is only when you let go that you finally become free. Acha. So today you entertaining children have come here. This is why Bap Dada has told you entertaining things. Acha. To those who are constantly equal to the Father, the flying birds, to those who are constantly circling around doing unlimited world service, to those who are constantly free from the bondages of any type of branch and are able to fly whenever they want, to such free birds who constantly dance on the Father's fingers, that is, those who constantly have elevated thoughts, words and action on the basis of Srimad, to such elevated souls, Bap Dada's love, remembrance and Namaste.